You're tired of hoping. You had this incredible idea for a mobile clinic, but right now, funding just doesn't seem to be there. You're throwing grant applications out there and hoping one sticks. But what if you could actually stop hoping for funding and actually start securing grants for mobile health units? It turns out there is a clear 7-step strategy for this. We're gonna break down every step of the process from research all the way to submit. Now, before we dive into those steps, do me a favor. If you want more real-world advice on how to fund and start mobile clinics, hit the subscribe button. It'll keep you informed on when we release more videos like this. Now let's get into it. Everything we talk about today comes from our free download, the ultimate guide to securing mobile health grants. You can grab that guide right now on our website. It's over 40 pages and it covers way more than we can fit into this video. One of the first things that you'll need to know is what are the costs that you're planning for? To get a quote that is specific for your application, you really should reach out to the team at Avan Mobility. They can give you the exact numbers you need to put in your budget. Step number 1 is to research like a pro. You need to focus on organizations that care about what you do. Start by looking at grants that focus on 3 main areas: healthcare, community development, and social welfare. Now, where do we look? Don't just rely on Google search. Use specific online tools like GrantWatch and grants.gov. These are a huge resource for federal and private grants. But also don't forget the more personal options. Look into local foundations because they often have a big stake in local causes. If your cause is related to the fight against the opioid crisis, you should check out the Opioid Abatement Settlement Fund. I've got a great video on that linked up here. Step number 2 is to understand the criteria. Once you find a potential grant, you really need to understand it. Your goal is to perfectly match what the funder wants. You need to read the eligibility and criteria very closely. Don't skim it. Create a checklist for every grant you're considering. If your organization or mobile clinic idea doesn't tick all the boxes, set it aside. The most important connection that you need to make is the alignment between your goals and the funder's goals. A mobile clinic is a perfect way to meet people in underserved communities. So highlight that. Make it obvious that funding a mobile clinic is the most effective way to meet their goals. Step number 3 is write the winning story. This is the part that most people get wrong. They think that a grant proposal is a boring document full of numbers. It's not. It's an amazing story. You need to tell a compelling human story why your project matters. The proposal is your chance to show the real impact of a mobile clinic. So how do you structure the story? You still need all the required parts, but tell them as an engaging narrative. Introduction. Hook the reader immediately. The need? Don't just list statistics. Describe the human problem your mobile clinic will solve. Your plan. Lay out exactly how the mobile clinic will work and what it will do. Budget. This is where you put the specific quote from Avan Mobility, show that you know the costs and how you'll manage the money. Impact. What positive change will happen? Be clear and measurable. Your team. Show the funder the great people who will actually make this happen. A story that makes a funder feel something is a story that gets funded. Step number 4 is to highlight the impact of the grant. It's not enough to say that you're going to help people. You need to prove it with clear, measurable results. Grant providers want to know that their money will make a difference. You need to describe the specific measurable outcomes that will happen when you get the funding. For example, will you increase access to primary care by 30%? Will you screen 500 new patients in the first year? Use real-world examples and data to back up your claims. This shows them exactly what a successful investment looks like. Step number 5, emphasize collaboration in your grant application. Show the funder that you're not a lone player. A project with stable partners is a much more high-impact project. Identify partners like local healthcare providers, other community organizations, or even government agencies. Working with them will show that you have diverse expertise and are serious about community integration. The best way to prove this is through letters of support. These letters should state why each partner believes in your mobile clinic and what they are contributing, whether it's resources, expertise, or patient referrals. Step number 6 is preparing supporting documents in your grant application. This step is all about trust and credibility. Before you submit anything, gather and organize every supporting document that you need. This means financial statements, full details about your organization's history and mission, and all those letters of support. These documents don't just back up your proposal, they also provide transparency. They let the funder see behind the curtain, showing that you're professional, financially responsible, and capable of executing the project. Step number 7, submission and follow-up. We've reached the final stage. Hit the submission button, but make sure you follow the submission steps perfectly. Even small errors can get your application disqualified. After you submit, don't wait. Stay engaged. Many organizations like the HRSA allow you to track the progress of your application. Be ready to respond quickly to any request for clarification or additional details. If you have the chance to make small adjustments or answer questions, take it. It's an opportunity to make sure that your application is viewed in the best possible light. And remember, if you don't get the grant, stay persistent and keep applying for more opportunities. If you want to stop hoping for funding and start securing grants, these are the 7 steps you must follow. Research the right opportunities, understand the criteria for a perfect match, write a compelling story, highlight your measurable impact, emphasize collaboration, prepare all supporting documents, and handle the submission and follow up with persistence. But that's only a small portion of what's in the ultimate guide to securing mobile health grants. I've put a link to the downloadable portion of this below. When you're ready for that accurate quote, please reach out. We're always here to help.